Thank you, JJ. On behalf of the entire Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome you all to this very special occasion at Santa Ana Country Club. It has been my honor and privilege to serve as your president this year. And as I reflect back to the beginning of my term in January, I recall thinking that in calendar year 2016, we were going to spend an amount on capital improvements at the club that surpassed what we had cumulatively spent here over the last 20 years. So I kind of looked at that as truly a transformative year for the club. And thanks to the immense efforts of a lot of your fellow members, we've been able to deliver this golf course to all of you on time and on budget. And I have to say, doesn't it look fantastic standing here? The reason we're all gathered out here on our new event lawn this afternoon is to commemorate the reopening of our golf course with our project chairman, Mike Pettit, and golf course architect, Jay Blasi, hitting the ceremonial first tee shot. And they decided to do it from the back tees as well. I allowed them to go down further, but they insisted on the back tees. So, but before we get to that, one of our members, King Nelson, had a really terrific idea to sort of augment our opening celebration. So King, if you're out there, could you come up and talk about that for a few minutes? King volunteered for this, and we said, great idea, King, run with it.
You want to just take it with you? Over there? Take it over here.
It went a little bit different than that, so much for ideas anymore. But anyway, the idea is that, well, first of all, I have to tell you, after 3 years, I have to say I am damn happy today. So so the idea is to do a time capsule and to be able to, in the future, the people that are members here at Santa Ana will have something to relate back to what was going on in 2016 that's not already documented other places. And so that's the idea. I'll talk a little bit about what we're putting in it. We'll bury it 3 feet deep over near the pump station, so it won't be disturbed in that time. So it'll be buried for 50 years. It'll be registered, believe it or not, and I can tell you anything about time capsules you want to know now, including what kind of paper that's acid-free, what kind of pens, etc. But it'll be registered. There's an International Time Capsule Society, believe it or not. So it's a register that you always know what is there and what's to be opened. Matter of fact, there's a huge time capsule to be opened this year down in Dana Point that I believe is 50 years old. And so, but you think about it today, and you think about the challenges between the U.S. and Russia, some of the racial tension that we have, some of the healthcare issues that we have. A president that's somewhat popular, not totally, and definitely candidates that are not. And you think about it, but no, that's 1966. 50 years ago is what I'm talking about. But, a quick look back of what's going to be there. But, you look back and LBJ was president. Joseph Knox was president of Santa Ana. Don't know him. Jim Kern may. Bill Selman was our club champion and went on to be 8-time club champion here. Gas was 8 cents a gallon. Sandy Koufax won his 3rd Cy Young Award. The Celtics beat the Lakers. The Orioles beat the Dodgers. And Medicare began in 1966, believe it or not. There was no Super Bowl yet. That was the following year that it started in 67. Maury DeWall would probably tell you every play that went on. Notre Dame were the football champions, and Texas Western won the NCAA basketball over Kentucky that year. Jack Nicklaus won the Masters and the British Open. But, what's going to happen when, this is dug out? We will have a recognition on the ground over here to when it should be open and where it is. But included in there will be things such as, the special edition Golf Digest on Arnold Palmer will be in there. Very sincere letters written from Jay Blasi, Mike Pettit, J.J. Wagner, Newt Kurtz, and Jeff Cochran. We've got the newspaper from today, 108 years with the Cubs, finally getting a win. We have included the menu from the tavern and the 100-year history that goes with it. But, you think about the key events this year and, the passing of Ali, the passing of Arnold Palmer, obviously the Cowboys on the rise again. And I don't know how you would explain this Clinton and Trump situation. We'll just put the newspapers in there and let them try to do it. But so the fast forward, 50 years from now when they open this up, will we ever have, between now and then, somebody win as many club championships? If you think about it, Chris Veach, Boyd Martin, Marianne Towersy, when you look at the Champions Board, it's hard to believe someone can win that many. I think you'll look up, the golf course, as you see it today, is going to have won many, many awards. It's going to hosted USGA, SCGA, NCAA tournaments, and I think that it will withstand that time as it goes by. I'm sure the members will be sitting here 50 years from now, and they'll be saying, hell, this clubhouse is now 48 years old. Are we going to tear it down or just redo it? But I think that, as we go forward, I asked Jay Blossy, he goes, well, I'll be 88 years old. When it's open, I'll probably be short and fat, and I'm sure he's going to have hundreds of golf courses around the world and a lot of recognition. I know due to complete medical innovation, Newt and I will be 109 when we open it, and I think we'll be able to shoot our age, okay? Now, the real science and innovation that will go on is Jim Kern will be 120 and will still not have broke his age, okay? So that should be should be a lot of fun. And then just think about it. Jeff Cochran and Matt Marsh will both be about 91 and will be on their 56th year of service with Santa Ana. So we're lucky to have those guys. But last I would say is the next 50 years, the one thing I do know is I don't think there's any way that anyone will have the passion, the commitment, the time, and the absolute dedication that Mike Pettit has put into this. I know that won't happen, and they'll look back and say, my Lord, what a great leader for the club over that period of time. And with that, Mike, a big hand for Mike. So with that, we will seal up this in the next few days. We'll bury it very, very deep, and you'll be able to see what's in there in the future. So it should be a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks very much, King. Good job. Before we get to the opening tee shots, I want to just provide a quick overview of the remainder of this opening weekend. Tomorrow morning, we have a lot of local elected officials that are going to be out here for an official ribbon cutting ceremony here on the lawn. You're all welcome to attend that event. That starts at, 9 o'clock, JJ?
9:30.
9:30 tomorrow morning. After that, we're going to have our opening round of golf with a shotgun start at roughly 10 o'clock, followed by similar shotgun starts on Saturday and Sunday mornings that are, by the way, I think we've been able to accommodate everyone who wanted to play this weekend has gotten into the field. So thanks to Jeff Cochran and his staff for getting that organized. And on Monday, we have a very neat event that Mike Pettit has planned where we're bringing in golf writers from all over the country, as well as members of the USGA, the Southern California Golf Association, and representatives from the other clubs in the Orange County community that were nice enough to provide reciprocal arrangements for us. We're going to have a kind of a showcase day here at the club on Monday. So that'll be hopefully we get a lot of recognition on that and get to show off our new golf course here. So I would now like to ask Mike and Jay to get over there and tee it up and show us what you got.
Who's going first?
I'm gonna try to hit a shot. If it goes badly, I'll take a mulligan.
Okay. After 8 months, you get about mulligan. No. Is Jeff Cochran around here? Jeff? Jeff, are you here? Okay, hold on. Mike Pettit gets to warm up a little bit more here. Increased. I think he's on the phone right now. Vamonos. Oh, he didn't look. I know. That's a good sign. So, Mike, how are you gonna hit this shot? Can you tell us?
Well, the main objective is to keep it out of the lake. I have very small ambitions here.
We're making this difficult for you. You got to get it straight, Mike. Let's go. Attention, everybody, on the tee. Oh! Come back in. Coming back in. Back in the fairway. Yeah! Woo! The first shot's a home run. Oh, that's good. Nice shot. Okay, Jay, the pressure's on. Hey, Jay, what's your handicap? 2? He's a 2 handicap. Play into a 15. Oh, is that so? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, yeah, great shot. Round of applause for our 2 hot shots.
We're off the
You guys want to say anything?